Well, the truck's almost done. I don't want to show too much. It's absolutely stunning.
Yeah, nice.
So when we started this 91, it needed paint because the paint failed from new. If you remember, we got this truck at 963 miles on it, and Alex has actually driven it 37 miles, and it now has over 1,000. And that's not a dig. We just might want to make sure it's a good truck.
Yeah.
Don't have any issues with it, but it's got to be one of the best in the world.
It has to be.
Here's the problem. And we're all set up to do this tomorrow. We got everything here. I was going to lay it out and show it to you, but Zach just wants this done now. He's tapping his toe. So we've already got the wheels and tires here that we wanted to go on it. We did the 589s, 35-inch BFGs. They're mounted their ballast. We've got a 6-inch lift kit for it. It's actually 6 in the front and 4 in the back to levels the truck out. But where I'm going with this is we've got a 91 with 1,000 actual miles on it. We knew it was a rare truck, but we didn't know how rare it was. We had the Marty report, but I did not have a stat report, which I got last night. Okay. And Kevin Marty rarely ever leaves me a special note. It says, "Hey Dennis, great find, this is a very special truck." Well, there's roughly 465,000 of these trucks built, and this is a one of one. Nice. I only read the report once, so hang on a second. I'm going to show you this and you're going to freak out. When we first started this, if you remember, we put it out there and said, what do you guys think? Should we leave it stock or lift it, make it cool? We didn't know how rare this truck was. To me, a Jeep Scrambler's got to be lifted. An LJ got to be lifted. I think a long bed truck almost has to be lifted.
I think so.
But when we put it out there, it's like, you guys, you want us to put it back to complete stock, or you want to see lift kit, wheels, and tires? So before we knew, they made one of them. One out of 462,399. Where I'm going with this is 61% said lift kit, wheels, and tires. 39% said leave it stock. We've got till tomorrow to decide to do this. We're gonna leave it to you guys. Today is Wednesday. That lift kit's an all-day install. Tomorrow's Thursday, and Coffee Walk is Friday. Let us know. Lift kit, no lift kit, one-off truck, 1,000 actual miles, or go for it and make it look like old school. That is awesome. Worldwide shipping is available on this cream puffer. What a great day to be alive. Once in a lifetime opportunity. Runs hard, wow. Outstanding. So grab your cup of Joe and let's go. So this is Rip, our Dutch Shepherd, if you haven't seen him in the past. Rip, you wanna play ball? You wanna play ball? P-break. He is incredibly fast. Good catch. You ready for your breakfast? He eats a lot. Too, what else is impressive? These bags are incredibly strong. So what I do is I do that. Get it all crunched up. So this is human grade raw food for dogs. Wait till you see this. Check this out. Look at all these meat proteins and produce. Some green beans. So being a pet parent, you want your dogs to be healthy. Keep them away from the vet. That's the point of feeding them this food. Look at the skin on this guy. His coat's amazing, super strong. His digestive system is good. Trust me, I know. The 91 Ford truck is done. We've had this truck for 2 years.
Wow.
Bought it from Sean Nolan from French Lake Auto Parts. He and Skip come up with some great stuff. Part of the reason we had it so long is Alex and I talked about this truck many times on which way to go with it. In 91, they had some major issues with paint on the Ford trucks and I believe some of the Mustangs. Anyway, the paint had popped on this truck. It was a one-owner truck. When the Nolan brothers found it, it was at an estate. The guy was 90-something years old. Unfortunately passed away. When they found it, it had 986 miles on it. And we've got pictures of it. The paint had literally popped off a bunch of the panels.
Yeah.
So the story goes that it only went in for service once, which is neat because you've got the oil change sticker here to document that. And I've also got a Carfax report, which is one of the shortest Carfax in the history of man. The one entry is 514 miles, which was in 2014, which is the only time the oil was ever changed, and that's when these tires were put on it. So literally you can go through the report, and the only thing that's been done to this is one oil change in the tires. Now, he did bring this back early on to have the paint work done, but both times he went back to the dealership, they said, yes, we'll repaint the truck. But he looked at vehicles that had repainted, and it upset him so much that he just brought it back and parked it because the quality was not there. I also want to give hats off, and you've restored a couple trucks, to those guys out there that are restoring full-size trucks for a living. Wow, is it time consuming. This is a 986 mile truck, one of the best in the world, one of the best bodies you could possibly have. But we took all the trim off, all the decals off, took the bed off, took the hood off, took the rear slider out. Long story short, I just looked at the service ticket. I almost had a heart attack.
Yeah.
We have spent over 300 hours on this truck. But it had to be, in my opinion, this paint is better than new. Absolutely. And they never look like this. So we reached out to viewers when we started this, and I think it was 61% said lift it, 39% said no. Well, now that the truck's done, and we had a Marty report for it, but I didn't have the stat report. 3 or 4 days ago, I got an email from Kevin. Marty said, here's your stat report. Oh, by the way, nice find. This is a rare truck. So, got me thinking, and like the flare side that we have, that was one in a million, this truck ended up being a special order truck, and one out of, got my new glasses. How you like them?
Old manish.
Old manish, huh? Well, I am old manish. And my glasses, by the way, are prescription, which is why I wear them. I'm not trying to be cool, because I know I'm not cool. It's hard to be 60 and cool. Anyways, 462,000 of these trucks were built.
So almost 1.5 million.
So 65,000 of them were 4-wheel drive regular cabs. 35,000 were 5 liters. 16,000 had the 4-speed automatic. But only 159 of them were Raven black with the dark gray on the bottom. So this dark gray right here with the stripes in the center is actually extremely rare. And just a Raven black truck in 91 was very rare, and I have a sneaking suspicion that's because of the paint issues.
Yeah.
That's the last thing the factory wants to paint is black. As I've talked about many times, 76 to 86 CJs in P1 black were special order. The factory hated doing them. But out of those 159 black trucks with the gray on the bottom, only 19 of them had that interior, had the red cloth interior. 6 of those had the lower accent two-tone, which they consider this two-tone accent. 2 of those trucks had 355 limited slip, and here's where this one really gets cool, and it's on the window sticker as well. Only one of these trucks was produced with a manual locking hubs. So, you go to the window sticker, which we have, very cool. Come over here, manual locking hub credit. So they got $60 off because they got the manual locking hubs. So what these trucks all came with, as opposed to the manual locking hubs, was the automatic locking front hubs. So there's several things that set this off. One, paint is huge, and black's the best color. Yeah. Interior color is rare for a black truck, and the manual locking hubs. But is a very nicely optioned truck in that it is a XLT Lariat. So that package came with the Lariat trim, the bright low mount swing away mirrors. Those almost kind of look aftermarket, but they're not.
Yeah, I think they look good.
I think they look good. They're packed. The light convenience group, AM/FM electronic stereo with cassette.
Yeah.
And you should check this out. Is it still in there?
Yep, still in there.
So Alex was in the truck doing the final clean on it. And I hadn't even looked at the glove box, and he hadn't either. But it actually has the Ford cassette, which is neat. So everything's in the glove box, just like when you bought this truck new. There you go, Ford audio systems. Owner's manual kit's in there. Grab that real quick, Alex. But in the XLT Lariat package, you also got air conditioning, power windows and locks, these forged aluminum wheels, very cool. And the warranty card's in there too, the plastic one. So we got window sticker, owner's manual kit, and we also have the original delivery invoice in the file for this truck, so fully paperworked up. And the sliding rear window was part of that package. So I think one of the coolest factory wheels out there, and neat that it's a factory rear sliding window. Now the options that you had to pay for was the 5-liter V8, which I would have thought that would have been the most popular engine in these trucks, but according to the market report, only 16,000 of these trucks got this motor. There's some cool things about this motor that I don't know everything about, but the firing order is different than what they use in Mustang firings.
I saw that on the emissions decal.
The intake setup's different too, and from what I can tell, this is a very desirable motor. People really like it. That was a $637 option. Engine block heater, because this was delivered new in Minnesota, was 33 bucks. The 4-speed automatic overdrive transmission was $924. The limited slip was $252, and the handling package was $156. Then the 235 75 15 white letter tires was 126 bucks. Now these tires again are dated 2014. So we also went one step really far on this truck. When we had the bed off, even though it was a 986 mile truck, we just sent it to sub-zero and had it dry iced, because it has some sloppily done undercoating from the factory in some spots. I just didn't like it. Yeah. So when you see the pictures of the chassis and with the bed off and all that, just wow. And I just don't know, after the amount of time we spent on this truck, that you could restore a truck like this back to this condition, because I don't know that you'd find on the NOS pieces and parts. It would just be, it would be cost prohibitive to do it. Anything can be done, but I would be willing to guess it'd be way north of $100,000 to try to duplicate this truck. So now it's got 1,000 miles on it, and AC works too, right?
It does. It has been converted over to
R134?
Yeah, that's it.
So it's got R134, that's been done. I think Alex, the first time we even messed with it was this morning. You put a pound or two in it.
I did.
Lit right up, it's blowing cold. So Alex has driven it just in town back and forth to what we've been doing in between the 3 shops. I think it's been 14 or 15 miles on it. But I'm ready to drive it today. Old school truck.
Yeah.
Alex drove his old school truck in today. We'll talk about that a little bit. Zach drove his almost old school truck in, new body style, but it's a 2003, almost 25 years old. And one of our parts techs has got his OBS short bed Chevy truck. We're gonna roll up, we're going to Dell's Hamburgers in Richardson, Texas. I was born and raised in Richardson. Same with Alex, correct?
Yep.
My dad worked at TI forever. He and his buddies used to go there. It's been there since 1957. You guys are in for a treat, and they got some crazy desserts. Let's go eat. Literally like riding in a new truck, is it not?
I don't remember them being that quiet or smooth when we were driving in them when they were new.
Insanely quiet, smells new in there, AC's cold. So you guys had to roll in with no AC.
Yep.
I guess that's what you get when you're rolling in an 88 Ram, right?
Yeah.
Those are 260 air conditioners.
93 Chevy is Zach's 2003, which he's going to tell us a story about that later. Hit on yours real quick, Alex, if yours have seen it once.
No, it's just a 88 D100 I bought from Richard. Didn't do much mechanical, just stock, just carburetor. Lowered it, obviously, flip kit in the rear, 6 inches, and the front's about 3. Of course, some wagon wheels, make it look cool.
Love it.
The hood latches.
Yeah.
This is definitely one of my favorite things right here. Safety first. And the latches. All right, Zach, give me the camera. Let's talk about your truck.
Okay.
Zach actually drives this truck
Daily.
to work often.
All the time. So this is my 03 Silverado I got when I was 16, back in, what was that, 2012. And then I sold it in 2017 and then bought it back 2 years ago and started restoring it, sort of. It doesn't look great, but it works.
And so not only is Zach into patina, he's into dents.
I love dents. Check them out.
I'll let Zach walk around and show all the dents.
Beat it up.
He's got a lot of them. He's collecting them. So if you ever see Zach's truck and you got a baseball bat, just go ahead and give it a whack.
All right.
I don't think it'll hurt his feelings. Then we got a 93 truck that actually was restored a number of years ago locally. I don't know if we're allowed to say who restored it. Was it Wade's that did it?
Wade's and Grubbs.
So Wade's and Grubbs, and we know Michael Grubbs, so two different big hot rod guys restored this truck, I think 5 or 6 years ago. But a really nice example of a 93. Unrestored, restored, beat to death, and almost brand new. Let's go eat at Dell's. Double cheeseburger, no onion? Yeah, that's fine. Okay, put that over there. Okay, I got a number 12, 2 patties, 2 pieces of cheese, jalapenos, mayonnaise, mustard, lettuce, tomato, and my favorite topping on a burger, hickory sauce. Two bites, everybody knows the rules, right?
2 bites.
Outstanding. I see why they've been here since 1957. Rated as a top 10 burger place, and they have fried Twinkies.
All you, James.
And this root beer is fresh, made here.
I'm excited about the root beer too.
That's good.
I want to try it.
Yeah, that's good. It's a great day to be alive. See y'all next week.
As always, please
Like, tag,
Share and follow.
and most importantly, subscribe to our YouTube channel. See you next week.
That's still fun.
You and Alex can.
Nose to nose.
Come on, you guys, try it. Fried Twinkie.
but I'm not doing how y'all
Need a. We'll cut it so everybody can get a piece. You need a piece.
Get up and get a knife.
Y'all cut that one.
Fried Twinkie.
You getting in there, Alex? Or Connor going?
It's all Connor.
Oh yeah,
He needs all 3 inches.
Break you a piece of that off.
oh yeah.
Break you a piece of that off. You need it. Huh.
Cream filled.
Feel like I'm at the State Fair.
They're pretty good. Wait till y'all try that.
It is freaking good.
He went got
no.
knives, so we already broke
You
it.
ate the other half.
Fine.
Stand. All right, Zach, you gonna try it?
He is.
Our healthiest eater. I'm gonna give you the best bite of the dessert. Right out of the middle.
Getting the angel share.
Fried Twinkie coming your way, Zach.
Damn.
What do you think, James?
It's really good.
All right.
It's simple good. Con, get that last piece.
You got 6 thumbs ups today. All right, Connor, what do you think? You sure you don't want to try it, Alex?
I'm good.
Got a fork for you.
He's on a diet.
Okay. Well, what you just say? Nobody's giving
On
me
a diet?
I'm on a diet. You had a root beer.
Huh?
There's no coffeewalk calorie.
You after my root beer?
A root beer and a fried Twinkie. If that didn't get your sugar high, I don't know why. I will tell you what, the char grilled burgers were outstanding. Everybody gave that a thumbs up, didn't they? Yeah. Oh,
That's good, ain't it?
actually illegal.
Well, it might be.
The icing on the cake on this all original, unbelievable 1,000-mile truck. A Americana floor mats. Every American four-wheel drive should have a set of these. The coolest thing says sliced bread. Thanks to Kelsey Collins for working so hard, and Key Parts for putting these back out. We've got them in stock and on sale. Click on the link below and get you a set. Thanks for watching.